Well, hello there, Libra. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on in December. What? We're going to do the full overview, and the overview will include wonderful things like all 5 weeks. So we're going to have 5 columns of cards, and then we're going to have 3 rows as per usual. And then we'll go in depth on the very first week of December, all right? So that's the overall plan. I'm going to go ahead and light a candle and get some good juju going on for us. You know how I like to do that. We are continuing to use this beautiful chakra candle. It's starting to burn down enough that we're running out of colors. But that is how it goes. And I feel like we're getting to the good ones right now, all the good action-packed chakras. So fun. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and talk about some messages from my guides. My guides have a couple of messages for us. We're talking about how we are indeed needing to ask for help this month. All 12 signs are being asked to ask for help. Don't try and do everything by yourself. I know it's very easy for us to get very independent and push forward on things, but even if we are independent, we need to be able to realize if we don't have all the knowledge. So don't be afraid to Google it. Don't be afraid to go to YouTube and get a video about it. Whatever you're doing, you might need a little extra help, and that's okay. It's just about acknowledging it and asking for it and getting it, okay? Very nice, I like that. The other thing to know is that we have our individual groups in our lives, our work family, our real family, and our chosen family, our friend family, right? And whatever those groups are that we're part of, they may not even be family, all right? So, but they are going to be people that we're hanging out with in groups, and we want to make sure that we're getting more involved. We're going to be listening more closely. We're going to be talking to people we don't normally talk to because we're going to learn to relate a little bit better to different people about different stuff because that way we can better support each other. We want to get more close-knit with those groups, okay? And that could be just simply listening to somebody else talk about how they have a little owie on their foot and whatever's going on with that. And you're like, oh, wow, cool, 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 cool. You don't have to fix anybody's situation. You just have to hear it. And then tell them your story of what you know about how to handle that sort of thing, and then let them do what they're going to do, right? So we want to be supportive. Sometimes the support is just the listening, right? So take that as it resonates and figure out how it works for you best. But yeah, each group is going to have its own way of doing that thing, but you're going to want to end up doing that for each other so that we all feel the extra support we need, okay? Cool. Now then, I'm doing a free reading giveaway, and that is going to be super fun, and the way to enter to do that and all that other information will be presented to you at the end of the reading, okay? So hang in there, hang out with me, listen to what's going on here, and then we'll talk about that at the end, okay? Cool. So then let's get you a guiding card for the month, all right? Did I say thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes? Oh my God, we made it to 1,000. Yes! Thank you for all of that. That is so great. And I love you guys so much for that. Appreciate you. And I do hope that you will go ahead and share this video with other people of like mind and of they're also Libras, because now we'll have the opportunity to cross-watch and check in on your friends and relatives and lovers and all that good stuff. So then presto changeo, you're better prepared for what's going on with them too. All right? And of course, I'm shooting for 2,000. So let's go ahead and get you a guiding card. All right? So this is the Etherieal Visions Illuminated Tarot. We're going to use it. We used it for going deeper last month, and now we're using it for the guiding card. What do we have here for Libra? Everything has been pre-programmed for you, so be aware. Where is that? Oop, there it is. All right, so I'm going to set these aside. Now then, your card is the Empress. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite cards. It's all about manifesting easily. All you got to do is tell the universe what you need, tell your friends what you need, tell your coworkers what you need, and they'll be more apt to be able to help you. If they haven't got a clue what you need, they can't help you at all. But it might be as simple as, you know, you said, hey man, I really need a wheelbarrow. And somebody said, I saw one on the side of the road over there. Look, and they just stop off and pick that dumb thing up and bring it to you. You're like, okay, cool, it needs a new wheel. But now I have a wheelbarrow. So see, things can come to you very easily. You just have to let the universe know what you want. We're going to put this card over here. Very nice. I like that. It will be there. We'll talk about it every week. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and... Oh, nope, we're not doing that yet. That's the Serpentine deck. We'll use that for the overview. But right now we need to get you a mystery card. This is the Magical Nordic Tarot. We've used it before, but now we're going to use it for this particular use. Get a mystery card for you, Libra. And yeah, your card is going to be right in here. This will be a card we look at the end of the reading. It'll be specific to the week of November 30th through the 6th. We're going to save it right here. Let Woody keep an eye on it. Good old Woody. He's doing a good job these days. Really proud of him. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and set these cards off to one side. And now we'll grab the Tempest deck and lay out the cards. All right. 5 columns and 3 rows. One column for each week of the month of December. This is an overview, so it is going to be a little more lengthy, but I will try and get the information out to you so that we can move on towards the specific information for the first week of December. And that is very cool. I might even learn how to make little mark things so that you guys can push forward to different areas of the reading as you wish. All right. So, all right. Let's talk about what's going on for... We will go in depth on this first week at the end of this reading, okay? So for November 30th through December 6th, what do we have here? We have the Queen of Cups. There's going to be an emotionally based feminine energy person who is going to be in the mix for you this particular week. They are going to be wanting to be heard, understood, appreciated, taken care of in some way. You may need to stop and listen to this person. So be open to that probability and just sort of be ready. You know, you might want to have extra Entenmann's laying around. This card here is talking about how what's blocking you. There might be some fear that makes you go, oh, I don't want to stop and listen because I'm afraid this person's going to have bad news for me or say mean things to me or whatever it is. This is a lack of confidence. This is this is fear. This is you being afraid of what's coming if you do stop and listen to this person. I don't want you to be afraid. Okay, there's nothing truly to be afraid of. It's just the unknown. And the more you stop and listen, the more you'll have an opportunity to just truly understand this person, okay? And that's what they're hoping for, is just some understanding, okay? That's all. Let yourself listen. It will be okay. 7 of Pentacles, showing that there is going to be enough money for you to take care of yourself no matter what's going on, okay? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and put that card right there. We'll move on to the next week, all right? 7th through the 13th of December, we have the 8 of Pentacles. You are going to be working your butt off and making money this particular week, which is good news. You like to be busy. You like to have things going on. You like to be in process, all right? What's blocking you? We have the High Priestess. So your intuition will be off. So if your brain is telling you, oh, or your tummy is telling you, oh, this isn't going to work out very well, it may not be right. Sometimes I've had that happen where I thought, this guy's idea is terrible. It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work. And then it worked. And I was like, okay, well, I was wrong. That happens. Sometimes we're wrong. And that happens. So just be aware that sometimes our gut reaction may not be fully true, okay? So your intuition may be off, okay? Now, Chariot is talking about movement and change. You might be taking a trip. You might be moving on down the road. There could be planning a trip, or you could, in fact, be moving your house, or your job could be moving, or you could be working on location, right? Because we know you're working a lot. Something else is moving along at that same time, okay? So we'll learn more about this when we go in depth. 14th through the 20th of December. Ooh, yeah, check this out. We have a relationship situation going on. That's kind of fun. or a partnership. If you're not in a relationship of any kind, you could be having a partnership situation going on, but I feel there's some good bonding going on here, where you and your partner are getting on the same page and being able to communicate clearly and get things in the right direction. Okay, does that make any sense to you? All right. Yes, so work towards that at this time and it will be helpful. Ten of Pentacles is blocked. You aren't going to have any family money there to support you at this time, so hopefully you can handle whatever's coming down the pike for you at this time. Because, yeah, right now it's all about what you want to do and how you want to do it, but you're not going to get any help from your parents or anybody else. You're just going to have to handle it on your own, okay? The Eight of Wands is showing whatever this will be very quick, a quick thing that happens. It will happen very fast. So I'm feeling like whatever... For some of you, I can see that there's a coming together happening where you're having like, I know, let's do this. You're like, okay, cool, 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 cool. And yet you may not have the financial support from your family to do what you want to do. For some of you who want to elope or do something, it will be an elopement. It won't be... that means getting married without a big crowd, okay, just so you know. And you're definitely going to be in a position, if you want to do that sort of thing, it'll happen very quickly, whatever it is, and it will be a joyous moment, of course, but you'll do it on your own, okay? Cool. The next week over, we are talking about how the 21st through the 27th of December, it'll be the week of Christmas for some folks, and or any other high holy days you're into. You knock yourself out, do that thing you do. The Knight of Wands is all about how this week you'll be fighting for your ideas. You'll be trying to get people to do a thing the way you want to do it. Come on, don't you want to do this way? Don't you want to celebrate like this? Don't you want to come along and do this with us? We're doing this thing. It's going to be interesting, and it will be difficult. Just know that as much as you're trying to get people over to your way of thinking, you're not going to be in charge of anything at this time, so you can just kind of relax, maybe. Just relax. Stop trying to be in charge of everything. You'll be okay, all right? And of course, the King of Wands is your solution. There will be a male energy person who has lots of good ideas, are very down to earth and easygoing. They are going to be handling a lot of what's going on. They get you, they understand you, they will keep your ideas in mind, but like I said, you're not in charge, so that's good news. I'd rather not be in charge, but have somebody who gets me handling the plans, so they'll have my best interests at heart. They'll probably keep my ideas in mind while they're doing what they're doing. All right, now then, the final week of December 28th through January 3rd, we have the Five of Wands. All right, now, holidays are over. It's time to party and get your people together, and let's come on. Let's rally the troops and get people going in the direction you want to go to. Come on, let's go ice skating. Come on. Come on. Everybody, come on. Come on, right? So you're going to invite people and try and get people to come along and help you with whatever you want to do. If you want to, it could be something fun. It could be a work-oriented situation. Whatever it is, you want to tell them what you're up to and let them jump on board, okay? So you will have more people jumping on board at this time, and I think you'll have a good time. The foundation of your heart is not going to be feeling more stable at this time. So while you're getting people together, it may not be, I feel like the people that are coming along are not the ones you were hoping would, and are not the ones that you were trying to get closer to. So you may have a private list. A private little list of all the people that you really wanted to get closer to, and all those people are like really, really busy with their own darn families. It is that time of year, so we want to make sure that we're not getting ourselves butt hurt about the fact that the people we wanted to be around aren't really around. It's like, so the people who are orphaned are the ones who are showing up, and you're going to have a good time. Just settle into the idea of having a good time as opposed to needing it to be all about feeling secure within your heart at this time, because you could find yourself in a different position than you thought, okay? You could be the leader of the orphans in this moment, and that would be kind of an awesome spot. Just sort of relax a little bit. I want you to relax a little bit, because while your foundation of your heart feels a little, a little less, a little support, a little less supported. The fact is you're totally supported, right? So there's no reason to be upset. There will be a family that shows up at this time. I feel like at the last minute, your brain is going to go, hey, what if? Or what? Anyway, you'll have posted online, hey, I'm going to go over to the ice skating rink with me and my pals. And sure enough, you and your pals will show up. But then presto, some of your family will show up. And you'll be like, what? And you'll feel all this TLC and love and joy and whatnot. It'll be a surprise moment when everybody shows up and you're like, I am loved. I am supported. I do feel all that. So this is going to go. Do notice that there's a cup over here that's getting all, it's in the clouds, but it's kind of like a mushroom cloud, right? It's kind of neato. I like that you're going to have a surprise bunch of family love. It might just be two of your favorite cousins that show up and you'll be like, oh my God, it's the best time ever. So I think there's a lot of joy in that moment for you, okay? And there's a reiteration that you are worthy, you are capable, you are loved, and that's nice. So that's what you're getting as your final card there. I'm going to go ahead and set these all aside so that we can come back to them. We will come back to all of these cards in other readings, so don't be alarmed. They will come back. When I do the overview, then I add cards to it to give it more depth. We're going to do that right now with the very first week of December, and then we're going to do it over and over again in other videos with all of these. So everything I just talked about will come back, okay? It isn't worse. I don't start fresh every single time. So this deck is the Mythic Tarot, and we're using it to add additional information. All right. So what do we have here? Okay. We're talking about November 30th through December 6th, Libra. And of course, we have the Queen of Cups. This is that feminine energy person who is very much so emotionally based. They're speaking from their feelings, and you're really hearing them. You're like, wow, this is a lot. Yeah, bring some tea, have a sit, and do some listening. This is some serious, active listening you want to do. What's interesting, though, is you're going to find out that you're actually thinking the same thoughts and are on the same page. I love that. So the Four of Wands, having a mind meld with another person, people are coming together, information is exchanged, and people are going like, oh yeah, we get each other, we understand each other, we support each other, everything is good here. So without the conversation, you don't know where that other person stands. But now that you're having this conversation, you're like, oh my God, we're on the same page, the same book. We're reading the same book. Oh my gosh. It is awesome. Beautiful. Now, of course, now that you're on the same page, it's like, who's going to be in charge? Uh-oh. You're going to want to fight to be in charge. So maybe you'll want to remind them that you've done this thing and that thing and that thing and that thing, and that you could totally handle this. Or you might want to take it to a different approach where you suggest, oh, I see you're busy with this and you're busy with that and you're busy with this and you're busy with that. I can handle this mess if you like. But I'll make it sure that it's exactly what you want. And so you'll sell it as you'll get what you want and you won't have to do any work for it. So then you can be the one in charge, okay? So double check and verify how you sell the idea to this person and know that it's going to be all right. See, we talked about you entering this conversation over here in a little bit of fear, not really sure what you were going to get. Right? Breathing. We're breathing because there was nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. We're on the same page. Your judgment is off a little bit, so just be aware. While you are on the same page with this person, they may have another motive in mix, so you want to pay attention to what's coming. Your judgment about who they are and whether or not they're going to easily bend over and let you take over is something else. Okay, so be aware that you may not be allowed to take over. They may say, I don't think so. Your judgment about the situation could be off. Maybe they're trying to get you to take over because they already know that it's going to be worse than they thought, okay? So your judgment about the situation isn't clear. Be aware of that. This card here is talking about how new information that will be empowering. Like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to have like 15 containers delivered on Friday. We need to have them all put over there and do that thing. And then you'll be responsible for emptying all 15 containers. We know that you usually get 4 at a time, so 15 is a lot. But guess what? You just wanted to be in charge, and now presto changeo, you're going to be in charge. But they're not telling you all of that. They're just saying, oh, the next delivery that you're in charge of will be 15, not 4. And you're like, oh, whoa, lots of stuff. Oh my God, what do I do now? I've stepped in it. So from this minute of being on the same page with somebody and saying, hey, I want to be in charge of that. You're like, cool, cool, cool. I can totally do this. You're thinking 4 containers all the time. No problem. I can do this. Sure. And then, of course, you get the new information that there will be 15 containers delivered when you're used to 4. And you're like, okay. That's going to be a blockage to me looking and shining brightly. I'm not going to shine so brightly if I have this 15 container delivery. Oh dear. Okay, so now you know what's coming, and you aren't in a position to share about it because you're like, okay, how can I best handle this truth? The solution is make sure you have enough money to hire enough people, because if they want you to do the same amount with 15 containers that you did with 4 containers in the same amount of time, you obviously need a ton more people, right? There's no way you can expect the same overall clarity and movement in that process. You can't process that much information or stuff with the same team that you have. So you need more money, you need more people, and all that stuff. So the King of Cups is going to be in the mix as part of your solution. When you share your situation with them and you go, hey, I'm getting way more than I'm expected, and it's like so much more. When you're talking 15 containers to when we're used to getting 4, we're talking over 3 times as many, right? So we need that many more people, okay? And they're going to say, well, I hear you, I get you, I understand you. Let me see what I can do, right? You're going to get a let me see what I can do. And you're going to have to take a deep breath and be like, okay, I've put the ball in their court. I've told them what I needed, and I'm going to see what happens. But you're definitely going to take a break, okay? I know that seems a little counterproductive, but you do a lot of creative work and activities in your head, Libra, when you're on your own. So this is your moment. You're like, okay, cool. I put out the feeler for more people and more money. I asked for all the support I could. I told the universe what we needed. I told the boss what I needed. Okay, I'm going to have to wait and see what they come up with, all right? And it's cool. I think that you're going to get what you need, but mostly you need a break. You need a minute to really stop and think about what's happening around you so that you aren't doing it all on your own, mentally or physically or anything, right? It's going to be great. So that's what's going on for this particular first week. Quite a week, right? So let's get you a Path of the Soul card, and it's going to be a wonderful, supportive bit of knowledge that will be added to the mix for this week that'll, I think, will help you. Let's go ahead and pull one card for you, Libra. Where are we getting it from? Oh, right there. All right. One right there. Okay. Cool. So we'll set these cards aside. Oh, yeah, very nice. So this is good. This is a beautiful card. It speaks to forward movement. I like the forward movement. I like the productivity. I like there's stuff going on here that's all feminine energies, yes. But there's also a boss energy too, where you're creating, you're making things happen. Things are getting good. I really like this card. It speaks of your ability to, yes, relate to people through their emotions. I like that. The pink and the purples are always about that. And you're doing it in a very nice way. So you're having a really good moment here where you're growing, you're changing, you're being creative with your thinking. And all of the things that are happening here are really going to be producing, right? You're a lot of production involved in this card. So be aware that you can create and you are able. You just got to get into it, okay? Don't be alarmed. and then you'll do the very best you can with what you have. I mean, if they don't give you enough people when you ask for them, if you don't give you enough money to do what you got to do, you're going to probably process maybe 5 containers out of the 15, and you'll be like, okay, we'll come back tomorrow and hit it hard, all right? Because you can't meet the goals if they don't give you what you need to do it, okay? So you've already done everything you can, and when you surrender to the fact that it's not going to work out the way you thought, and you're going to be in charge of something, and you're probably going to look bad, but realize maybe they're having it shipped this way, not so that it can all be processed immediately, but because it needs to be done in a larger bulk purchases for lower tariffs or something like that. So yeah, no, it's not about you, okay? You're doing great. All right, now then, let's look at your mystery card for the week. Ooh, your mystery card, Knight of Pentacles, haha. Yes, there's going to be part of you immediately after all this nonsense goes down. I need to get paid more, please. This is too much work for not enough money. Thank you very much. Let's do this. So your worth and value is up for review. Please do that thing you do. Make sure that they know you are worth something and that you should get paid more, because you should. All right? Nobody gets to do all this intensity and work all this out. Don't think she's not having a chuckle. Okay, she's having a chuckle, but she's totally let you do your thing. And she's like, no, 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 you go ahead. You go ahead. And now suddenly, if it was too easy to get, you know why. All right. You know all of this now in advance of the whole thing happening, and that's going to help you be better prepared for what comes down the pike, okay? Nice. So let's get you a pocket full of rocks. So we have black obsidian. It's a first chakra stone, and it's going to be a protector. It's going to keep you safe and sound so that the words from other people, whether it's the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups, that are talking to you, their words won't hurt your heart, okay? So it'll act as a protective shield / a vacuum cleaner for all negativity, okay? So it's going to suck it up and it will take it out of your way, all right? Yellow calcite is a third chakra stone, and it's all about their third chakra is where we store our feelings, emotions, and our memories, okay? That's what I was taught, and that is what this guy is going to help you work on. So it's really about whatever's going on in the daily that is excess memories and feelings and emotions that aren't working for you or have worn themselves out. They become like dried leaves on top of your third chakra, right? And you're going to use this calcite to blow them away. Just whoosh, blow away anything that's not supposed to be there. You just put that in your pocket, and it helps relieve and release anything that shouldn't be there anymore, okay? Now then, emerald is a heart chakra stone, and it's all about your fourth chakra. When you carry this stone in your pocket, it helps you heal your heart. So everything that's going on that's making you feel very confident or not confident, it's all going to get healed up, okay? It's going to help you work through the things you need to work through. Remember that you need to ask for help. And once you've asked for help, it's out of your hands. They're going to put you in an impossible situation. And if you've done all you can to ask for help, so now you can go and take care of yourself and take that time out, okay? So don't put yourself in a place of pushing yourself beyond your limits because you have to be perfect, because you don't. You've done everything you can. Everything else is on their plate now, okay? Good job. So I'll put these down right here. And Libra, my goodness, what a week, right? Lots of stuff is happening here, and I see a lot of potential for you to go very big and do lots of great stuff. But you definitely got to give yourself a break, okay? Don't over expect yourself if they're going to push you beyond, if their new opportunity is so over the top ridiculous. You're like, psh, whatever, I'm going to do the best I can with what there is. We go from 14 containers to 15. I'm like, psh, whatever. I'm just going to do what I can, and everything else will fall by the wayside. So good for you. You're doing good jobs. You've let everybody know what they need to know. You've got this, okay? So now then, these stones right here, you can carry them if you like, and if you don't want to carry them, you don't have to, okay? Comment below. Let me know if you're carrying these stones or something else and how they're working for you, what's going on. We'll have a conversation about those stones, okay? And if you want to talk about the reading itself, I'm open to that conversation. Please leave a comment. We'll talk about it. Of course, thank you again for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. I'm looking forward to you sharing this information with all your friends, because now they'll know where you're getting all of your fabulous insights, and will know that you're as prepared as you can be, and so will they be. Ha-ha. Now then, if you haven't checked the description box below, there's all kinds of good stuff there. You can go down there and see all the decks that I'm using, so you can get them on Amazon or Etsy. You can go further down and find a calendar of events where you'll see which Renaissance fairs I'll be when, and then you can come on out to the Renaissance fair and see me in person, because that would be super fun, and I would really enjoy seeing you there, do an in-person reading. But if you can't come out to the fair, I totally understand. You can book a private reading over the phone, and we'll do that thing during the week, and I'll make sure you're taken care of as best I can. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And of course, we will see you next week when we're talking about the 7th through the 13th. But yes, for those of you who are here for the free reading, the best way to enter is to put an emoji in a comment below. All right? Put an emoji in a comment below, and you're entered for the free reading drawing. Okay? Now you can do that 3 times with 3 different comments and end up with 3 entries. Haha. But if you put 3 emojis in a single comment, you're going to get 1 entry. Okay? So comment many times and you'll have many entries. And I have no limit on how many entries you do. But I do want you to know that I'm going to put all your entries into a hat, and I will mix them all up, and then I will pick one out, and I will message you directly, of course, if you win, and a notification will be put up publicly at the end of, or at the beginning of January. Okay? So, ta-da! That's how that's going to go, and I hope that you'll all come on out and put a lot of entries in. I'm into it. Let's go. And we'll see how that plays. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and we will see you next week. Thank you.